Hey everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 28th of March. So the first aspect of today is the Sun making a contra-parallel to Neptune. So the Sun is associated with ego, identity and vitality, and Neptune is associated with dreams, imagination and spirituality. So when these two planets come together, it can signify a period of intense transformation and spiritual awakening. On the positive side, this transit can bring about new opportunities, deep insight and spiritual clarity. This is a great energy to use to open yourself up to new ideas and opportunities, as well as gain a deeper understanding of yourself and your life. It can also be a time for connecting with the higher spiritual realms in a grounded sort of way, and this can give you a greater sense of peace or contentment. So whether you use tarot or meditation or automatic writing, going for a walk outside, whatever it is that gets you in tune with your spirit guides or higher self or the higher power. But on the other hand, you need to watch out for confusion and miscommunication today, because Neptune, after all, on the flip side, is a planet of addiction, illusion, and also, fogging our clarity. So if you do feel confused today, take some time out to, meditate or just chill out, play a game, watch your favourite TV show to stop you from overthinking. And it's crucial to avoid being swept away in manipulative thinking or having other people confuse you or confusing yourself or becoming illusional. Because Neptune can also make us make bad decisions in our love life and hookup lives, where we can use intoxicating relationship to avoid the deeper spiritual work or intellectual kind of reasoning work, because not all of us think spiritually, and that's fine, that we need to be doing, focusing on that personal growth. It can sometimes, stop us because it can be hard to face those kind of inner feelings. And also Neptune is known for its power to sort of like blur boundaries, making it difficult for us to tell the difference between reality and the dream world, which can further add to the confusion and lack of clarity, where we don't know what to believe and what to feel, and leading to us feeling overwhelmed. So again, it's important to practice that sort of self-care and try and do all you can to stay grounded, so you're more in tune with your actions and your psychic sort of like inner life. But I also recommend, if you do feel ungrounded, it's best not to mess about with the psychic realms, because this can lead to you getting inaccurate information and lead you into the wrong sort of ways. But it's your life, so practice trying to be present. You can do breath work where you just breathe and listen to any feelings or thoughts that arise, so you can be aware of them. Writing them down or voice recording them can also be a good way to clear your mind and gain more insight into your emotional goals and what's blocking you. So this can help you become more effective and process your emotions more correctly. Also today, Mercury makes a conjunction to Jupiter, so this supports being optimistic and being open-minded, adding to expansive thinking. Also brings us luck as well, but on the downside, this can lead us to be overconfident, so we may think that we can do, for instance, as I said earlier, delve into those spiritual realms or take risks that we really shouldn't be taking. So it's just important to be aware of the potential pitfalls of these energies, so that we can be mindful of them and make decisions with more clarity. Also, content creators can use this energy to discuss the potential effects of this transit. So content on how we can become more motivated, more optimistic and creative. Also the negatives of the psychic realm and the positives as it, and the best ways that we should access the psychic realms, and talking about how our guides and helpers can lead us somewhere, but we have to learn to trust in our own inner wisdom that's formed, yes, from being spiritual aware, but it's also formed from the logical aspect of doing our research and knowing that ultimately what may be true for us is not true for someone else. And also talking about ways we can become more productive, so we can balance the demands of our sort of logical side and our spiritual side as well, so we can make sure we're fulfilling the needs of both. Also talking about, although optimistic thinking is good, but also preparing for the moments that we have to go through those negative emotions in life and be realistic and set achievable goals to avoid disappointment. So, talking about how we can avoid being too confident while also being confident, and how we can be grounded while being ungrounded as well. So, any content that gives us a source of inspiration, helps us manage our confusion and stress, and gives us tips on how to be more productive, how to stay motivated, and the things that can stop us from being motivated and stuff like that as well. And as a content creator, it's also important for you to, indulge in self-care during this time and look after your overall well-being. Also today, Mercury makes a parallel to Chiron. So again, it just focuses that energy on our emotional healing, so it supports all of that. Negatively, this can add to the confusion and misunderstandings that can come about, but it provides that groundwork for us to, be open to self-healing and things like that, and supports that inner sort of like transformation. Also today, Mercury makes a semi-square to Uranus. So again, it's another energy that propels us forward, but also amplifies that confusion as well. So it's important to remain flexible and open during this time, and to just be a bit more enthusiastic while also staying grounded when we are exploring those sort of like new ideas and stuff like that. So for example, this transit may become us more aware of how we interact with ourselves and others, and can make us aware of the ways that we communicate with others negatively, and how the things that we are doing good, so we can do more of that, and helps us recognize any hidden patterns or behaviors that are preventing us from moving forward, allowing us to be more conscious of our thoughts and actions and how they have an impact on ourselves and others. So this allows us to take more responsibility for ourselves and our personal growth and development. So yeah, that was the daily Scopes for the 28th of March.